Hey everyone, Forrest the Avid Engine here, and what was 2025? Like, that, I mean, like, holy cow, was that a year? So, first off, I just want to say to everyone, Happy New Year. Um, by the time you're potentially watching this, either it's still 2025 for you guys, or if it's just hit the midnight for you and it's now 2026. It's definitely been an interesting year. I'll try to avoid all of the obvious stuff that happened this year because I don't think anyone wants to talk about that stuff. Um, all I can say is go watch South Park. Um, um, but yeah, 2025 was not a great year for me. Um, and like from my point of view, especially, it definitely wasn't that great for the channel either. Um, that being said, there still are some things that I want to bring out because they are worth mentioning. First off, thank you for 1,000 subscribers. Um, I was expecting it to like happen at some point last year or this year, last year, whenever. Um, but yeah, no, like I genuinely thought it wasn't gonna happen. So thanks for that. And yeah, I hope you all liked my 1,000 subscriber special story I that I wrote, being James's mixed traffic train. Um, Thank you for like all of the views on my Magic Railroad video that I did early in December. I did like no promotions for that, and yet it's or like by the time I'm filming this, and yeah, like by the time I'm filming this, the last I checked, it was at like 7,000 views, which was like way more, which has been like so much more than some of the other videos I've been putting out. Um, that being said, I do want to talk about those other videos. So, the series in a nutshell. I'm still going through that. Like, if you saw the video yesterday, you will have what seen Series 18, and I am working on Series 19. Um, it's it's been slow because I I'm sorry, I don't get why anyone likes the Brenner era. Like, there's definitely like a lot of highlights. I will admit that, but in terms of the stories, Jesus Christ! Like, they don't get me wrong, they definitely are far better than what we got in the Nitrogen era. Like, it was definitely a lot better than the same shit we got for like 80 fucking episodes in a row. But Jesus Christ, like, I don't get it. Like, I suppose it could be because like we did just have to sit through 80 episodes, so it could just be like the Nitrogen era still rubbing off on me about that. But I genuinely hope Series 19 and 20 are far better than what we got, than what I saw in seasons 17 and 18, because I'm sorry, that was not it. What else? The Numbered. I didn't get the big video I wanted to get out this year. So with that, I did make the supplementary like mini-sodes, is what I'm calling them, with both The Hole and Stepney Gets Lost. Um, and I I did have fun making them. I'm not gonna lie. Like The Hole was definitely like a good way to like have something there for like just to have content out. And then Stepney Gets Lost was a fun Halloween thing to do. What else? The Fake Thomas for April Fool's Day. I had a lot of fun with that, especially seeing as though we got Ginty, I think in like January, February. So I was able to fuck with that for like the entirety of March. So that was a lot of fun to do. I've already got planned what next year's April Fool is, but I'm not gonna say what it is. Excuse me. I'm drinking Asahi, not sponsored. What else? Yeah, I just wasn't able to get out a lot of the stuff that I wanted to do for this year. And so there'd be like a long gap between like videos. In fact, like between like two of them, there was like a 2 month gap between stories, between videos. Sorry. And yeah, I can't really say anything else except sorry for not being consistent on that. In terms of the Chris Audrey stuff, that unfortunately that spark has just died. I don't think it will be covering those stories anytime soon, which is unfortunate. But I just don't have the energy to like do those anymore. So it's unfortunately it's just going on the shelf to be left for dust. So it's unfortunate, but I hope you guys understand why. The ranking video for the characters for the errors, that was so much fun to do. Like, um, I'd say like, out of all of them, bleh, sorry. Yeah, no, like, I definitely want to like continue doing like more of those like tier ranking videos with like different people. Because like I've already got like a shit ton of ideas in mind for that. And yeah, it's going to be an interesting next video. That is when I get back from holiday, which explains why the background is different. It's because I'm on holidays. So yeah, like no work has been done. I haven't even been on Discord since I started the holidays, which is why like if some of you have been trying to message me, I did put a fucking like text on my Discord page telling you to stop fucking messaging me. Like, do you like? Does reading not occur to any of you? Like, uh, sorry, it's I've had a few people messaging me, like DMing me, on my holiday when I literally said in my bio to not do that. But yeah, I'll get back to that when I'm when I'm off holidays. Um, so yeah, that's been 2025 for me, and 2025 for the 80th anniversary. Like, that's it has been such a crazy year for the fandom. Like with like I think it's like three different fucking pilots released online. Dustin's shorts finally came up, which about fucking time. Um, and then what else? Like the prop store auctions, the Britt Allcroft auctions, um, the Audrey extravaganza of Sodor in 2025, um, like the merchandise. It's just all been nuts this year for the Thomas fandom, and I cannot be proud of the fandom that I'm in. Um, and so I guess with that, there's really not much else but to look forward to next year, which I'm I'd say the apt choice of words that I'd say to put on myself would be cautiously optimistic, because as I'm sure we're all aware, the new show is going to be coming out next year, and we already got like those photos of like the characters in their new models, so to speak. I've said my pieces on Gordon, Annie, Henry, and James already. In terms of well, in case you guys didn't see the posts, I'll say it again. I do like that all of the models, and like this will be including Thomas Percy and I think it was Nia. Um, I do like that they are finally like making all of the wheel arrangements like accurate, like especially for Gordon, who for like I don't think since like Ertl and like Bachman that Gordon has had like all of his wheels on like his engine, which holy fucking shit, it's about damn time. Um, and so yeah, because of that, I'm cautiously optimistic. I do hope that they give James a different face and not Edward's faces. Um, I don't know. I'm pointing all over the place. Like I'm not editing this. Like this whole thing will just be recorded and then straight to YouTube. Um, but yeah, no. I definitely am cautiously optimistic about the show. With how the faces are looking, I personally am thinking it might actually be 2D animation rather than CG. Um, just because like the faces look way more cartoony, um, and feel like they would be better represented in like a like drawn animated style rather than like a computer generated style. Which I mean, I'll be fine either way. It's just yeah, with how with how the faces are looking, I'm thinking it might be 2D. Um, but we'll see. What I think that's about it for like the main show itself. In terms of my stuff, I I genuinely don't know what's going to happen this year. Like I do still I do have that April Fool's video that I mentioned earlier. I've got the tier list ranking video that I've got part two that I've got planned. And yeah, that's pretty much about it. Um, well, that's about it in terms of plans thus far. I I don't really know what's in store for 2026 for me, but I'm to say that I'm looking forward to it is I about accurate. Because I'm hoping it's going to be so much better than 2025. Which I suppose with all of like the channel notifications, I think it's time to talk about like myself and like the updates I've been through. And so pretty much after a lengthy and frankly actually a pretty healthy discussion um, with like different people, I've come to realize that being a trans woman is it's not really doing it for me. In fact, it was actually making me a lot worse than what I was hoping it would do for me. That being said, and not to mention the fact that like I was just like I was essentially like hiding behind a mask the whole time. And so yeah, it just it was messing me up. It was messing up like my social life and all that. It really wasn't um, doing it for me. Um, so yeah, I'm no longer um, transgender, much to people's probable disappointments. That being said, I still don't feel good as being male, so yeah, I genuinely like don't know. Like I'm currently dealing with like a little bit of an identity crisis. Um, that's what I've been calling it. And so like for the time being, I've just been like going the whole like non-binary side of things, being like they them pronouns, um, and so yeah, like if you still want to call me by Jess, completely fine. But yeah, that's just sort of the life update that's been happening for like the past 2 or so months, 2.5 months. And so yeah, I'm looking forward to 2026. I genuinely am looking forward to 2026. I just feel like I need to like pretty much talk about all that. And so with that said, I'm Thoros the Avid Engine. You guys have a new and have a happy new year and a wonderful 2026. Fuck off, 2025!